Lost another one. What could it be?
Dana?
Hey, patients can't go this far. Wait, you're not from the manor.
No.
Sorry for the stern healer voice. We have a crisis at Steadfast Manor and I'm frustrated. A mysterious affliction is weakening our patients. We're powerless against it.
Who are your patients? What kind of... what is this place?
Steadfast Manor belongs to Lord Bacaro Valoris. He shares his home as a place of healing for both body and soul. Wounded from all sides in the Three Banners War recover here. But if this malady continues to spread, we may have to shutter it.
What happens if you have to close the manor?
Steadfast Manor isn't just a hospice. It's a place of reconciliation. Lord Bacaro sees our work here as a means to end the war. Perhaps you could help with our problem. Surely you've solved mysteries before. We can reward you for your efforts.
Oh, I'll look into this mystery, I guess.
I so appreciate your help. Even if you don't know alchemy or healing magic, just helping us learn more could be immensely useful. Go talk to Armand Damal at the manor. He's been looking into this malady. You can find him by the south gate.
Who's Armand Damal?
A soldier of the Daggerfall Covenant. A bit gruff, as you'd expect from a veteran. But I've seen how tenacious he is. I doubt he'll sleep until he learns the cause of the malady. Just don't take his tone personally. He's like that to everyone.
Why send me to speak to a soldier, then?
Armin was one of our first patients. He's recovered from his wounds, so he could leave if he wished. But he lingers to provide security in case there's a fight. I think he sees real promise in the Society of the Steadfast mission.
Do fights happen often?
Honestly, not as often as you'd think. Most of the patients respect our goals. They know the soldiers from the other side are here to heal too. But tempers sometimes run hot. It's only natural. That's when Armin steps in.
Tell me about the manor.
Quite majestic, isn't it? The pride of Lord Bacaro Valoris. He's shown such generosity by opening his doors to the wounded. I don't know much about the building itself, but I can't imagine a more beautiful place to work.
Why did Lord Bacaro decide to host the wounded soldiers here?
Lord Bacaro leads the Society of the Steadfast. They're a philanthropic group that wants to bring the Three Banners War to an end. While they work toward peace, they try to ease the suffering it causes. Our work at the manor is part of that.
I'd like to know more about Lord Bacaro's efforts, then.
Lord Bacaro believes, and I agree, that living alongside the enemy dulls hatreds. These soldiers share stories, heal together, eat at the same table. Hopefully our hospice plants seeds that will someday bloom into peace.
I wonder if they have like a plague break wing, or maybe a vicious death wing. What do you do with the Steadfast Manor, then?
I'm one of the menders who works for our master healer, Alexis Verlaine. Mostly I dress wounds and dispense herbs. I suppose I provide some comfort as well. I like this work. Working for such a noble goal is quite rewarding.
Has rose-colored glasses on there.
You there. Can we speak for a moment?
I'm in, yes.
You look healthy. Walking about on your own. No shadows in your eyes. You're better off than most of the patients here, which means you're just who I need. Our patients have fallen prey to a strange malady. We could use some help.
I'm aware. Yeah, I talked to the mender, Sienna over there.
Ah, good. Then I can skip trying to convince you. But I promise to pay fairly should we succeed. I need to track down this affliction's source. Only patients at the manor seem affected. So I assume the cause must be nearby.
Made any progress so far?
Sadly, very little. The menders stay busy tending to the afflicted, and the patients don't quite trust me enough to talk freely. So I need you. If you track down the cause of this malady, perhaps the menders can do something about it.
Well, I'll see if I can track down the cause.
I'd suggest you talk to some patients who are feeling its effects. Try Arabil Vools by the fountain, or Malagi. He likes to watch the sea. Oh, and speak with Mender Talil, too. She's inside. I'll be waiting upstairs when you're done.
What can you tell me about this malady?
I can give a first-hand report. The first symptom is the nightmares. I'm familiar with dreams of
The mirror?
horror, but these were somehow more horrible. I remember eyes around me, peering from darkness, and screaming. Constant screaming.
And after that?
Other patients have fevers and fits of shaking. Some become confused, believing themselves back on the battlefield. I had to subdue a dark elf who turned on a mender. Seeing the others like that, I hope that's not where I'm headed.
So you don't have any of those symptoms yet?
Fortunately, no. I'm lucky, though I dread the day when it comes for me. The malady doesn't seem to strike the same way twice. That's one of the factors that has confused the healers here.
More like a curse than a malady. How'd you become a patient here?
Like the others, I fought for my king, until I caught a spear in the gut. I laid in the mud for hours before an orc shaman found me. She dragged me back to camp. I ended up in a Breton infirmary. That's when I got the offer.
Offer?
A representative of the society came to my bedside. Told me about a noble plan to foster peace in Tamriel. She described how I'd recover alongside my enemies. I thought it sounded overly optimistic. But who turns down a stay by the ocean?
So you don't believe in Lord Barcaro's work?
Oh, I dream of peace, friend. I've seen too many friends killed, and too much blood spilled to wish otherwise. But I also know that the powerful crave more power, and they don't seem to do much of the fighting or bleeding for it.
That's surprisingly poignant. Tell me more about the hospice here at Steadfast Manor.
The manor belongs to Lord Bacaro Valoris. He formed the Society of the Steadfast to work for an end to the Three Banners War. The Society brings wounded soldiers from all sides here to recover. They hope we'll find common ground with our enemies.
And what do you do here?
I guess I'm the guard. Usually the patients mind their manners, or they're in too much pain to cause trouble. But we're all soldiers. When fights break out, I settle them, which means the other patients don't really open up to me.
So the other patients don't trust you?
I fought for the Daggerfall Covenant. Even before the war, I marched under its banner. Now here I am, guarding this hospice as an unknown malady torments the minds of their fellows. I guess their suspicions are only natural.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust a DC player either. Terrible? Hey.
I was told they weren't taking new patients, not until they figured out what's going on. Still, welcome to Steadfast Manor. I'd offer a tour, but I don't quite feel up to it. Haven't slept in days. I can barely stand up straight.
Kind of investigating the affliction here. Can you tell me about it?
Affliction? Oh, a good word for it. I can feel it wearing away at my mind. After days without sleep, my thoughts are cloudy. I'm a shell of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mender Rosalind's tonics help some. She knows what she's doing. Unlike some here.
Who are you referring to?
Master Healer Verlaine only manages the symptoms. He sedates us or just offers comforting words, but he won't seek out the root cause. Rosalind studied this affliction. She believes it's a curse of the humors, but she needs more research.
What brought you here?
I thought I was never going to walk again. A wood elf snapped the bones in both my legs. How the little fellow managed it still baffles me. And again, I can't recall much of the battle where it happened. Flashes of memory and no more.
What happened after your legs were broken then?
I was carried to the healers, but they had to save their magic for the mortally wounded. So I got wooden braces and some bark to chew on that dulled the pain. My bones healed all wrong, made walking constant agony.
And they helped you here?
Somewhat. Master Healer Verlaine was frank about how I'd suffer more before I healed. They had to re-break each bone and slowly knit them back together.
Oof.
But the pain lessens each day. I can shuffle around.
Oh, no.
I'm
Bad.
grateful.
What do you think about the goal here at Steadfast Manor?
I was a true believer from the moment I heard of it. I felt no hatred for my enemies. I only fought as I was ordered to. I like the idea of learning about other peoples. I admit, I was delighted when I first arrived.
And now?
Now, my mind is slipping. Something is spreading among the patients. It makes us lose ourselves. I have to think it's a deliberate attack. One of the other alliances is doing this to me. Perhaps coming here was a mistake.
How about Mender Roslin?
Well, we're not close, but I respect her intellect. With her knowledge of alchemy, she could do anything. She chooses to comfort and heal people. Aiding the weak isn't a choice I would make. But now that I'm in need, I see the virtue of it.
I'm busy. Very busy.
Who's back here? Milagi? Hi.
Such a calming vista, yes. The sound of waves lapping at the shore always used to bring Milagi peace. But now, Milagi feels like he may jump out of his fur. Fear ripples through Milagi as if he faces battle again.
Do you fear the fatal affliction spreading among the manor?
This one believes so. Milagi was beginning to feel strong. He planned to return to his family in Riemann. Then, at dinner one evening, Milagi could not catch his breath. His heart pounded, his vision darkened. Only Mender Roslin could calm him.
Mender Roslin again, huh? How'd she calm you?
Mender Roslin is a master of alchemical remedies. She mixed a powder into Milagi's tea that calmed the storm. Yesterday, Roslin told this one she might have a cure for his sickness. A new potion that looked promising. But she has disappeared.
I don't exactly trust it. Somebody who's able to fix everything right away, but not fully. Roomba? Oh, hey, you doggy. Dogu. It's with the dogu. Ruba. Ruba. Hey, Lolly?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk any longer. I do wish to help any way I can, but the patients need me, especially in Roslin's absence. Good luck in your search for the affliction's cause, and alert me if you start feeling strange.
This is the first time I talked to you, but Armin asked me to look into the case of the cause of the affliction, though.
Interesting. Well, he's a good man. If he thinks you can help, then you can stay. But if you start hearing voices or seeing strange things, tell me straight away. A shame that Mender Roslin's not here to speak with you. We truly need her.
Where'd you go?
I'm afraid not, and that worries me. You see, Roslyn isn't one to abandon her duties, and some patients have vanished as well. Just gone from their beds when
Really?
we check on them. I shouldn't talk about this. People are upset already.
That's not something the sick people do.
not?
Hmm?
You've made your... No one enters the dispensary.
A master healer?
The Society of the Steadfast wishes to bring peace to Tamriel through understanding. I can do my part by effectively running this hospice. Lord Bacaro put me in charge, and I shall not let him down.
Armin?
Maybe you heard. My talk with Master Healer Viralane was unproductive. He always sticks to procedure. No sense of urgency with that one. Well, how did you fare? Learn anything from the patients?
Everyone mentioned Mender Rosalind. Apparently she's gone missing.
Everyone respects Mender Roslin. She's got a rare combination of kindness and skill. And between you and me, she plays a strong game of cards. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Where could she be?
Mender Telly told me that the few patients have vanished as well.
Strange that this affliction shows up at the same time people start disappearing. I don't believe in coincidences. Why didn't Viralane tell me about this? Sure, I'm not a member of the society, but still. Anything else?
Mender Rosalind had a theory about the curse of the this is the cursed humors, and she went to search for a cure.
Then we need to get into the dispensary. That's where Rosalind worked. Viralane has a key, and so does Mender Aldvar. Get the dispensary key from one of them, and go take a look around. I'll keep watch while you're inside.
How do we get the Master Healer Valorant's key?
Try flattery, if you're good with words. If you can impress him with some alchemy, he might trust you. Or maybe mention you're searching for Mender Roslin. Those two are close.
What do you mean they're close?
Nothing untoward, I don't think. But they've worked together a long time. Roslin told me once that Viralane personally chose her to join the Society of the Steadfast. He respects alchemists, and there are few better than Mender Roslin.
We're gonna find Mender out of
Well,
I've
never seen a lazier Mender. I bet you can find him asleep on the docks. Now, I'd never suggest you steal the key from his pack, but if it fell out and you picked it up...
Said is Mender Rosalind's aid?
Yeah, and I have no idea why. Aldvar doesn't offer much to her. No real strength in herbalism or alchemy that I've seen.
Aldvar.
I might be too hard on him. He does get along well with all the patients. Perhaps Roslin has a soft spot for the mediocre.
Is there another way in?
I guess you could pick the lock, but you didn't hear me suggest that. Supposedly, I'm the security here. This affliction keeps the Menders busy, so I doubt you'll be noticed. Just don't break the door. We can't let patients take what they want.
We'll get a bunch of morphine. We don't have to feel any we don't have to feel bad anymore. It's fine. Where is this dispensary anyways? Hi. guess that doesn't work. Hmm. Okay, just don't force lock it.
It's closed for cleaning. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's open again. Shouldn't be long.
Mysterious cave. That's always good. Today, several patients appeared unusually tired and ill at ease. Strangely enough, they all complained about bad dreams. 7 days ago. Something's definitely not right. Nearly half the patients suffer from fatigue and anxiety. The reports terrifying nightmares are not commonplace. Some sort of contagious fever or something else. I know I've seen something like this before, but where? One Norn seemed to be suffering greatly from mysterious fiction is now missing. I fear it may have harmed himself. A few more patients are missing. I would think that I know what's going on here. These soldiers are suffering from an onset of vampirism. The symptoms are mild, but the sleeplessness, the lassitude, the feeling of dread, and fearfulness are all fit. But there are no vampires in the manor. I'm certain of it. Alexis Verna is not convinced. He believes the physical symptoms are simply the lack of sleep, caused by the patient's terrible experiences in the war. He reckons bed rest. 4 days ago. I can't wait for Alexis to recognize what's going on here. I'm preparing small doses of elixir to counter the symptoms of early stage vampirism. We'll see if that helps. Missing patients are now 7. 2 days ago. So as expected, the anti-vampirism elixir I provided immediate relief to those patients I treated. I do not think this condition can be I do not think this condition can be cured, however. I must brew a stronger potion with fresh ingredients. I have most of what I need here on the grounds, but I'll need some harpy feathers for an antidote. Fortunately, the colonies of harpies are in the hills to the west of the manor. I'll set up for first light.
Ah, there you are. Find anything?
Uh-oh. Somebody's a vampire here.
I can't believe that mender fell for the old closed for cleaning line. Well, did you find anything?
I found this journal.
Can I see it? This is Rosalind's, all right. An illness related to vampirism? I might not have any more book learning than you need to swing a sword, but I think I would have noticed a vampire hanging around. What's going on here?
All form of vampirism makes sense, but it seems like an unusual strain for the disease. Yeah.
Truly? I thought there was just one way to become a vampire, and it involved a bite to the neck. How do you know so much about vampirism?
Wonder why.
Of harpy nests might be a lead. Perhaps you should check it out?
I'll go check it out then.
Beware of the harpies. They can be vicious. I'd go with you, but I don't dare leave the patients alone with the menders, or with each other. Not if they're fighting off some kind of vampire sickness.
They got the Draculas. Get them some garlic. Quick. Oh, I gotta go through here, don't I? Got our gloves? Oh. We're gonna find a body. Oh, that's a death hound. Bats. Sure, Trailer Warrior. Thanks for the follow. Few pages torn from the Journal of Mender Roslin. Harpy seems agitated. Could the Manor's affliction be affecting them as well, or does his aggressive does their aggressiveness have another cause? Recovered suitably Harpy for others, but lost my glove somewhere around here. Further scribbled an additional entry. Headed back toward the manor when I sighted some strange black hound in the woods. Don't think it saw me, but I retreated. It surely wasn't native to the environment. Supernatural? Also spotted giant bats. Cave entrance across the stream. Maybe the hound and the bats came from there? Could it be a vampire lair? Here's the feathers. Oh, nice. This place does have really nice crypts and such.
We did it!
Blood fiends. Coagulant, more blood fiends, death hounds. Morgar, the unquenchable. We might as well deal with you. Hi.
Let's go.
Vengeance on who? Bad for a vampire lair.
Please help me.
Guess you got a few things here. Seraphin? Hi.
You're not Verlaine. My name is Seraphin. I am what you see, although I long to be free of this curse. What are you doing in this awful place?
I'm here looking for a healer named Rosalind.
Roslyn? She tried to free me, but Verlaine returned and overpowered her. This is his laboratory. He experiments on me, hoping he can use my blood to heal the wounded. It's madness. I'm afraid he drugged Roslyn with my blood.
Why did Master Healer Valorant drug Rosalind with your blood then?
My blood, my strain of this curse, induces deep dreaming. When I bite someone, they later fall into a deep sleep with horrific nightmares. A concentrated dose of my blood has the same effect immediately. I hate what my hunger does.
My bite doesn't do anything like that.
I do not know about you, but I didn't want this change. In searching for a cure, I learned that there have been many experiments with vampirism across the centuries. Our bloodlines often carry strange gifts and curses.
I see. Well, what does that mean for Mender Rosalind?
She sleeps in the next chamber, but soon she'll awake with my curse. There's a vial of my blood in the laboratory across the hall. We can use it to create an antidote. Release me, please?
Okay, let's get you out of here.
Thank you. I need a moment to recover my strength. Verlaine's notes are in the laboratory if you need help with the antidote. I'll meet you at Rosalind's side. I haven't fed in a long time, and I shouldn't be alone with her.
Laboratory. There's something I can read, but I guess not. Unfortunate development has occurred. Rosalind has discovered the laboratory. I had no choice but to sedate her with a large dose of the subject's blood. I'm simply too close to suspend my experiment now. While the circumstances are regrettable, Rosalind's case may provide new insights. To date, I have administered diluted doses of the subject's blood to the patients in their food and drink. Symptoms appear slowly over several days, as one would expect. However, Rosalind's dosage rendered her unconscious at once. Rosalind's condition can be managed for a time, but is certain to develop into full vampirism. Fortunately, science suggests that simple antidote, an extract from harpy feathers mixed with a sample of the subject's blood, and a few other alchemical reagents. I must administer this antidote to Rosalind soon, but then what? If she reports the incident to Lord Baccario, it can only end in a panic and recrimination. Yeah, I can hardly allow such foolish actions to impede my research. Not when I'm so close. This place sounds terrible. Oh wait, did I miss something? I missed something, didn't I? Synthesize. Trying to get Rosalind up.
Ugh, my head. Who are you? Did Seraphim send you?
Yep. Sure.
Who are you, stranger? And where am I? What's happened?
Oh, Master Verlin drugged you. You've been sleeping for some time, actually.
Viralaine? Surely you're joking. Why would... Wait, it's coming back to me. I was looking for harpy feathers in the forest, but a blood fiend attacked me. I fled into this cave and I found Seraphim here in a cage, but then... Oh, my head.
Yeah, Verlin captured you. He's treating patients with Seraphim's blood then, for some reason.
That's horrible. No wonder I noticed traces of vampirism. Yes, vampire blood can speed recovery, but it's very risky. I know Viralaine thought our methods were slow, but still. We must confront him. Together, if Seraphim's willing.
Well, I'll talk to her.
Oh, thank you. My mind is a little foggy yet. We should head back immediately. I have to check on my patients, and perhaps add Seraphim to them. I think I can cure her if that's what she wants.
Seraphim?
I'm so glad it worked. Is she going to be all right?
Yeah, Rosalind doesn't remember all that happened, but she seems to be all right.
At least I finally did something good with this curse of mine. I hope she takes down that monster Verlaine and makes him pay for all this. Oh, I'm so angry I could rip his throat out. No, that's my curse, not me. I need to end this somehow.
Well, Amanda Rosalind wants you to confront Master Verlin with us.
Of course I'll help. Anything to bring that monster down. Even if it means allowing others to see what I am.
All right, let's go.
All right, I'll make my way there. Sometimes Verlaine said that the mere sight of my eyes unnerved him. Well, he's seen nothing yet. Rosalind, right? so sorry about this. If I hadn't been so weak, I would have...
Everything's going to be fine. Come to the manor. Perhaps I can help you.
Help me? I'm cursed. There's nothing to be done.
There are things we can try. Let's talk on the way. We should go back to Steadfast Manor. I'm anxious to have some words with Master Healer Viralain, and make him explain exactly what he thought he was doing with those poor souls in our care.
This was... It had so much potential of this to have like a nice like crypt area here, and they just like ended up going with caverns. Up we go.
I had to do it, Roslyn. It was the only way to guarantee their recovery.
You were poisoning them, Alexis. Look around you.
I'm in.
You should talk to Master Healer Viralain. I'd like to hear him try to weasel out of this.
Griffin.
Talk to Master Healer Viralain. I want to hear what he has to say for himself. And I would like to think that some small part of him regrets what he's done.
Rosalind.
You should talk to Master Healer Viralain.
Okay, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him.
Oh, I suppose you're here to fling more baseless accusations at me too.
Baseless?
Who are you to speak against me? What do you know of the work I do here?
There's nothing baseless here. You're freaking poisoning him with vampirism blood. Come on. We have your notes. Seraphim also told us everything too. Come on.
Such smugness. You may get rid of me, but doing so will spell doom for dozens of those poor souls out there. My methods were unconventional, yes, but they would have worked.
Okay, so now instead of even trying to cover up now you're just like, well, the means justify the ends. If the means actually justify the ends, you wouldn't be lying to us in the first place. Just get off that. Come on. You imprisoned 2 people here. You've been poisoning people. You have no safety regulations whatsoever.
The regrettable means to a greater end.
Terrible
the
end.
vampire will live forever, but those people outside won't. If one suffers so that many more can go on to lead full lives, what of it? I could have saved hundreds, no, thousands more.
And your character also made them vampires and lead to more cursing and more death.
In time, I would have perfected it. In time, it would have been safe.
No.
Sometimes we have to make hard choices. How can you not understand that? I'm done talking. Do what you will with me, but I'll be proven right. You'll see.
Unbelievable. I guessed it was something like that, but still. Let's talk, adventurer. So let me make sure I've got this right. Viralain's been dosing our patients with vampire blood as some sort of medical experiment? And he was ready to kill Rosalind to cover it up? You've got proof, right?
Yeah, we have Viralain's notes, and Seraphim can also testify to that.
Nightmares, abductions, mad experiments. Viralain has much to answer for. Thank you, adventurer. We're doing good work here, and because of you, we can start again and do it right. The Society of the Steadfast is in your debt.
Thank you.
Thanks to you, I think these soldiers may actually see their families again. And maybe they'll take the lessons of this manor and do their part in bringing the war to an end one day.
So what are you going to do now?
My work here is just beginning. My body's been healed for some time now, I guess. But now I think something in my spirit needed to be here too, helping others. Is it strange to say I don't really want to leave? Alexis Viralain, I swear by the Society of the Steadfast, you will answer for your crimes.
The Steadfast. I thought you were willing to do what it took to end this war. Clearly, I was wrong.
What?
You fool. You have no idea what you've done. I was so close to success, and now you've ruined everything! Many deaths will be on your conscience.
I don't think so. Rosalind?
You have my gratitude, hero. I doubt Seraphin or I would have survived if you hadn't come along when you did.
What are you gonna do now?
I must administer more of your antidote to everyone suffering from Viralane's so-called treatments. And once his evil work is undone, well, there are still the wounds of war to deal with. I hope to help our patients with those too.
Seraphin?
Thank you for what you've done here. Master Viralane has much to answer for, and now it seems like he'll do exactly that.
What are you gonna do now?
I pray that Rosalind can help me find a cure for my disease. I'm willing to stay as long as it takes and endure any treatment. Surely it can't be worse than what I've already survived. At the end of it, I will finally be free.
I'm curious how she got here. Did she fight in the war and have it, or was she on the island beforehand? By the way, I'm a vampire too. Ah! Run away.
The mood in Steadfast Manor seems improved, even with the revelation of those horrible experiments.
They told everyone? Oh no.
Explanation. People's fears grow larger from ignorance.
I think your fears might still grow larger, knowing that your the director of this place was apt to just do experiments like that.